Hey guys, Syph here with another Guild Wars 2 video, and today I'm going to be talking about farming gold, gear, and particularly a lot of people have different videos out, explaining the different events to farm at level 80, all the devastation straits, all that stuff, but a lot of times they miss a key aspect of it, and that's magic find. And magic find is a stat in the game that is going to increase your drop rate of magic gear basically. There's a couple of different ways you can go about increasing your magic find. One is you can get runes that actually increase your magic find. Like this set here, you can increase it 10, 15 plus 25, which is really effective. And if you're a big time grinder, you're really needing a lot of gold and basically, there's a lot of different ways to make gold in this game. You can play the auction house. You can just do straight up questing. Um, but really the fastest way I've found to make gold, as you can see, I spend my gold as fast as I can get it. There's so many things that I want, so I just need constantly in more gold, and I'm slowly investing some of the money back that I don't use on items that I need into Magic Find gear. So you can continue to increase your Magic Find, your loot, and then resell it to the auction house instead of having to play the system and make money that way, which is also a good way to do orders and resell. But I prefer doing this way. Magic Find, I can go out here and make 2 to 3 gold in an hour. It depends on how lucky I get with the event spawns and how fast they respawn, depending on how much gold I make, and then also chance on drop to make really big bonuses. But there's a couple of different things you can do to increase your magic find. You can get runes, which basically, they are expensive. They're about 40 silver a rune on my on the auction house. But it's definitely worthwhile. You'll see the profit later down the road. You may not see it right away. And you can also food is another great way. You can get 26%. I think this actually goes up to 28. I'm not sure on the cap on some of these magic find items, but you can also get food. So you can stack, first of all, stacking it on your runes, on your gear, plus food. Okay, so that's two different ways you can increase it. Then also you have boosters, which I really don't recommend buying these, because what's going to happen is you're going to transfer coin into gems to be able to buy, a booster to increase 50% magic find, which kind of cuts into your profit unless you're just getting really lucky with drops and you can afford to spend that. But I have a few just from questing and doing different things, getting rewarded for some. But that is another way. So there's 3 ways. Then you also have a unusual slot on your weapon, which this is big. You can get up to like, I do not have the right weapon equipped. Great. Okay, here we go. Point 0.6 after each kill, stacking 25 times. This is a big percentage. So there's another way to get that magic find up there. So you can get your magic find up really high just with the 4 ways I've just mentioned. Then on top of that, you have your accessories. And now you can get to each accessory up to 6% magic find, I believe. So you can stack magic find on your gear. I have 2 pieces that don't have it. But you can stack this like crazy. And the good thing about magic find is that you can still do this cheaply. You don't have to go out and buy the best runes, buy the 6 plus gems to put in every piece. You can get away with stacking a weapon unusual slot, getting a few runes, the cheaper ones, and getting some food, and still be effective at farming and getting gear and reselling it. Now you may not be as effective as the guy that just goes out there and spends 5 gold and has plus 6 on every piece, has the best weapon enchant, the best gear, the best runes. He's going to get a lot, but particularly even me, like I'm just starting out doing these grinding a lot, and I still make a healthy amount of gold, 2 to 3 gold an hour, farming different events depending on if I'm getting lucky. And if you have more magic find, it'll be even easier getting better items than reselling. And a lot of times what happens, you'll loot an item out in the world, and then you'll go to sell it. There'll be an order. It'll be like 28 silver for this item, and then the buyout's 59. In some cases, if I'm losing a couple silver and I get the money instantly, I definitely will take the order and just get the straight up cash, because it's, money on demand, basically getting money faster. Then I can buy other stuff I need to make more money. So a lot of times I'll just sell it to the order as long as it's in the ballpark of price range. I made that overnight. That's just miscellaneous selling stuff. I have a huge list of items also for sale. But yeah, so there's several ways to increase your magic find. You don't have to go crazy and spend tons of gold. What I'm doing is just, I'm spending my gold as fast as I get it, basically, because there's so many different things I want, and upgrades, and different unusual gem slots. And I'm also working on my crafting too. So you can kind of take this slow, and that's what I've been doing. I've been just kind of put +3, +4 on all my accessories. I did get the good, basically unusual slot gem for my weapon. So you can take this easy and still make a lot of gold farming events and different things like that. You don't have to go crazy. And eventually I'll have, the best possible magic find I can get. But for now, I'm just, I'm not going to waste all my gold on, hopes of returning it later. I'm just kind of slowly building up to that point. That's what I'd recommend a lot of people doing. Having this much magic find, though, definitely, I saw a huge difference even with the little bit I have. I have the weapon enchants, a few pieces of gear, the accessories, and I could definitely tell a difference, and my profits did increase. Now, as far as a couple of different spots to try out your magic find gear, we're on the west side, basically, of Ruins of Ore. And there's a couple of different events that I like to farm. I like to farm this event particularly. The events are being a little buggy and a little weird the last few days, so I've been trying to get footage of me farming the events, and I just can't do it. I will try, and maybe an upcoming video to show you the approximate time, event spawn, but it's really random right now. So you have this event here you can farm, you have this event here you can farm, and I'll kind of zoom out so you get the picture of where I am. You can pause the video if you need to. So right there you have a good spot to farm, and right here, and then of course you have right in front of the dungeon, this is a good area to spawn, farm events and get gold magic find items. Straits to Devastation, you have the good area here to farm. Basically event will spawn here, and this is really the quickest one until I think it was the last patch kind of messed this up. I haven't had this one respawn. I don't know if it's just because contested or whatnot, but this was the best one to farm and resell on the auction house. So yeah, magic find definitely worth investing in slowly, and then you'll definitely see an increase in loot. And definitely you can sell straight to orders, make plenty of money just selling stuff to the auction house that you're out here grinding. Of course, like I said, there's other ways to make money in this game, and if you have extra gold to spend, you could go ahead and invest, spending your extra gold on extra magic find items. But definitely, if you're tight on money and like me that you want so many items and you don't want to spend crazy amounts on magic find, you can still get enough for very cheap. I'm talking like 1-2 gold maybe to get to the point I am with magic find percentage, and you'll definitely see a difference. I do want to show you all a quick website that will give you all the list of magic find items in the game, so you can kind of take a look and see the different levels of items percent wise, so you can pick out which one you're aiming for in game. And I hope this video helped you guys out with magic find and farming gold. Definitely tell me what your results are. I know I get 2 to 3 gold an hour doing these different things. So just let me know how it works out, and I will talk to you guys later. Alright guys, here is the quick list of items on Guild Wars Wiki. Now this list, I'm not sure how up to date it is. It may be a little out of date. I thought there was +6. I may be wrong about that. But definitely check this list out. You can type these names in the auction house, get a good price of how much you want to spend on magic find items. You can get away with this very cheap, like I was saying. You don't have to spend a lot of money up front to start your farming out, basically. But any percentage of magic find, you will see a difference. Definitely getting more loot drops, and then in turn selling it to the auction house, these loot drops for money. But here we go, here's the list, and you guys can check that out in the description. See all the different things. You can price all these items on the auction house to see how you want to go about getting some Magic Find stats on your character. And yep, like I said, link in the description.